But there's still so much in there.
That fourth rotor took it.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Rob Dahm. This is my good friend Isaiah Duran. Let's talk about the insanity that happened over the last couple of days. Isaiah's been begging me to be in one of the Keeps commercials. He's got it. He's got the hair.
I don't know why he uses his hair. Like, he doesn't have beautiful black hair.
That's cheating. That is cheating.
Work hard for this, okay?
I know. You work hard for this, so do I. Male pattern baldness affects guys my age. You're much younger than me.
You don't know how old I am.
It's true, I don't. I tried ignoring him. I think he took matters in his own hands. He could have done pocket sand. He could have gotten me. But no, he did. He went up to me.
Yeah, I work with metal shaping, so the next best thing was, hey, f this guy's motor. It's also good he didn't give me anything for Christmas. He didn't give me anything for Christmas.
That's what it really was. No Keeps commercial.
For New Year's.
Yep.
Like, he's just been working me. With
half
nothing.
Birthday, nothing.
We'd even party in Vegas. Like,
oh, that one.
That really hurt me.
Yeah. What you're about to see over the next 3 days, and this video is only 3 days behind, is one of the coolest processes of taking this engine right here. We went from it having low compression that you saw in the previous video to completely disassembled in this video, and raw, all the way start to finish, repaired and restored in the next video. That is the custom Billet 4-rotor with all the fancy, crazy stuff inside of it. We were able to do that in 3 days. Not 3 years, not the other poor engine that's sitting back there. What happened was, I'm not even gonna say a mistake. It was simply, we've been pushing so hard to make this happen. We have a dual pass intercooler. That is something that's new to me, and it's rare. It's rare to use a dual pass intercooler.
I've actually never used that. To be honest, I've never seen a dual pass intercooler.
Yeah, it's a very rare setup, and it's partially because of my own design. I wanted to get intercoolers and radiators to fit in a certain way. There's more material that can be left inside of a dual pass intercooler, that not just on each end, but there's also a third tank. The amazing part is, as soon as we went into boost, the engine ate, I don't know, I originally said half a cup, but realistically, 2 videos ago, we already knew that there was compression issues, but we were hoping that would clear up with the day video by revving it to 7,000 and get it to clear. Instead, there was so much more material just coming out of nowhere. You work with good people, you know that there's no question of incompetence. That was never an issue. It's just, he's a meticulous person. So for any of you that might be wondering, there's nothing. We work together, and if this is the only issue that we had hauling ass for the last 4 months, building this from nothing to something, oh my God, this was the best timing for anything, and here's why. We're about to pull it down anyway to catalog what's inside the engine, which we just did. We replaced a lot of parts just in case, and we are here back at it.
No, like this.
Oh, you gotta lock it in? I'm working on it. Here you go, buddy.
Thank you.
Isaiah finally gets to be in a Keeps commercial. Keeps has been a huge partner with the project. Isaiah is trying to be the only one with good hair. Keeps has been doing a wonderful job at combating hair loss caused by Isaiah. Their product's delivered consistently every month, so I don't have to worry about anything. I just get it and go, and then keep working on the car as I pull my hair out, dealing with tuning, aluminum in my engine block. Keeps has revolutionized the way that you deal with hair loss. It's a very streamlined process, easy to do. There's no fear, uncertainty. All the questions you've ever had are answered within their website, and you've got a variety of products starting at $10 a month. That's the thing with hair loss, is that prevention is key. It's easier to keep what you have instead of trying to regrow what's been lost.
Oh, you just kind of put it in the places where you see?
Yeah,
Okay.
And so you do it twice a day. You know, to be honest, I'm lazy enough. I just use this as my hairstyling.
I remember from SEMA.
Yeah, exactly. Like, 2 out of 3 men experience hair loss by the age of 35, which I've now passed.
Not me.
You don't think so? You could be the rare one. You could be the rare one.
2 out of 3. It's not
2
me.
out of 3. It means 2 out of 3 are going to have hair loss.
I can't math, right? I'm sorry.
Okay, well, we got another round of math. If you're interested in preventing hair loss, go to keeps.com/RobDahm for 50% off of your first order. It's time to tear the engine out. We're getting ready for the engine dyno, and more importantly, I have no idea what's in this engine. If we grenade it on the dyno, we'll be left with relics of what was, and I don't know what rotors are in there. I don't know what the irons look like. I don't know what all the secrets are inside there. It's time to tear it down, do some measurements, clean it out, check for any sort of scoring, and then throw it on the engine dyno. Switch to the super wide view. I used it while I was driving yesterday, and it catches way more. Start taking things away from the work environment. I'll start working on the exhaust, I guess. I'll probably start pulling some liquids out of it. I wonder if we play this video in reverse, if it'll be the most comprehensive build video. That's how to rebuild the car, play this video in reverse. Oh my God. It was holding that water in that strongly. Wow. It just shot it out. I was like, okay, wow. I was terrified that the radiator was empty for some reason. Man, okay, I need to find a better way to do this in the long run. Sadly, I'm gonna start taking apart the exhaust system. And then when I said, hey, could you tell the person that did it, blah, 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 she was like, how dare you associate me with people that would steal? And I'm like, the blades look fine, but you can see a couple small chunks of aluminum on them. And they look perfectly okay, but there's tons of aluminum dust everywhere. Of all the cars I start getting heavily tuning. I tuned my 2-rotor for years, but never dynoed it, but went to 26 PSI on pump gas. But I never really got serious until, the most expensive engine I've ever even remotely stared at. Some of the bolts aren't, some of the bolts are, whatever they want to be. I need somebody else in the garage to be the, thorough person.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm always chasing a high of some sort. Adios, washer. Well, Isaiah basically extrude honed the whole motor for us. It's really, you gotta look at the positives. Yes.
You can get out of it.
Yeah.
It's probably critical. Let's make it something fun to go.
Okay, I'm gonna try and use air sealing to our advantage. This has got me curious whether or not this is gonna work. Full of oil in here. Pretty well. This oil's probably got about an hour of runtime.
Yeah.
Makes sense, but especially with side seals having issues, I'm sure there's blow by like crazy.
Well, I mean, the motor being new too, I was thinking that last month.
Yeah, for some reason, it got spared. I'm gonna take the fuel system off. Oh, gonna need new gloves after that. You can see how much premix I used. You know, when you're taking a really serious look at something, I stood at Home Depot for an hour looking at that one, looking at a different one, looking at that one, setting it down. Okay, you know, maybe, am I ready for this commitment? we added this one, so I mean, we do have a little bit of a triangle.
Yeah, I was just wondering if this was gone, have this here, but whatever's on the other side, have
Yeah.
to look. But go, if there's a way to go there or even to the motor, because that would make it so much easier
To pull off right now.
to come, yeah, to just come straight out.
I got a nice sawzall.
I think I want you to show me that sawzall.
Cool. Perfect. That's
Okay, so we've definitely decided this is not in anymore. So we're ready to take the intake manifold off, I think.
forward. Wow.
Cool. Man, you forget all this is hidden under there. And unfortunately, mine's not a mil spec harness. I think I'm gonna swap this harness onto the Corvette or 3-rotor. Now that we have this cut, we could just drop the whole motor.
That's always been a dream of mine.
The starter's out, I gotta get that bolt that's behind the starter.
Hey.
Unionizing?
This is a mutiny. This is a mutiny right now.
I've been waiting to unionize.
Guys, Chipotle's on me tonight. I did 90%. He gets the glorious part.
Yep, you get all the glory.
Yeah.
See how easy it was?
Yeah. Oh, you let me do it?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, good. Yes, perfect.
I'm sorry.
Oh, my camera skipped, but I just did a lot of work right now.
Waiting for 5 minutes. I did the hardest part.
Magic it.
There we go.
Video.
That's a very critical part.
That's.
That's right. Oh, I love it.
Beans.
Kev had to give it the beans.
Check it out. In there. See, look how clean. Remember how dirty it was before?
Yeah.
Everywhere, but now it's like flat and.
Yeah, it's sealed.
So realistically, everything has to come up then, right? Because everything's tied into this harness, right?
No, I'm pulling the harness back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, they were still at a different angle from each other, but I'm gonna baby the wiring harness a little bit more. We are in the middle of the hole, going crazy. The fact that there's tons of aluminum on the side ports is actually reassuring to me. We know what we think happened, it's what happened. Cutting that whole front part off makes this easy, that we're actually gonna pull the engine from the top instead of installing it from the bottom like we did before. It's funny, that's the very first piece of steel I welded.
I could tell.
I should have gotten the longer engines hoist. That's the stubby one, and I regret every day I did that. The Corvette, too long. It's engine's so far back there. It works from the side, but all things considered, the idea of doing the engine mounts this way works really well for lining up the clutch. I put 8 the last, because I was like, fuck this. Yeah, I did it once we knew there was aluminum in there. Curious, just to see, given this, yeah, there you go. The bigger battery is what did it, but of course, 3 of 4. Oops. That's looking good. Don't pull too.
No.
Don't go up. That's going on the input shaft right now. Yes.
Go up a little bit.
Just saying a little prayer to the engine. You can give me positive vibes, and when we go to open you just simply have beans in there that need to be pulled out, gently rubbed out, and we're good. Then remember that. That's all that's wrong with you right now.
Non-swollen clutch?
Yeah. That's the one that got lost by UPS, and they both had their own adventures. It's bittersweet. This is exciting in its own way. There. Wow. Hey, let me get the other camera now.
This one, see the side seal? I don't know if you can see it.
There we go. Okay. Wow.
Like they're stuck.
Is it leaking from the bolt or from?
I don't know if it's leaking from up here.
Oh, look at the rotor too. Just the sheer amount of shit that's on it.
WD-40. It's cool because you can see the layer of oil and then the WD-40 in there.
Oh yeah. You don't even have to do that. You can actually go through the center because they're all hexed. Yeah.
Smart.
Only because I had to take this off once before. I'm an idiot. I'm
Fired,
a
dude.
moron. I wanted to look. I got curious and I wanted to look at the clutch. Oh my god. Wow. I'm deleting that from. No. Let's turn it back. Nope, nothing there. No surprises. Looks good. I straight up used torque wrench and everything, which is not like me. I don't know who I am.
Nice.
What was the torque on this one?
A lot.
It
Not a
wasn't-
lot.
Didn't have
It didn't have a lot.
That little air compressor,
Yeah.
the Harbor Freight one, that's how much we put
Yeah.
behind it.
No, it was the blue one.
Just basically unbolts in this
Yep.
hole.
And then the
comes
inside nut, yeah. Carl must have been using a bigger wheel or something thicker, so I kind of shimmied it out a little bit on the inside. It's gonna be 34, 33.
out. Some tight hole.
Someone was like, oh, snap on this Gucci from mechanics, and I was like, damn, I'm Gucci down to the socks there.
Man, it looks like we just undid three months of work. We're back at step one when Jarrett and I first got the block. We're like, okay, now what? The color differences caught my
These are all
attention.
wet?
Yeah.
That's right. Is it all loose?
Yes.
All right, grab this.
Oh. Bless you. Okay. I've got it.
Got it? That
Got it.
talking job.
Aren't you impressed? That's impressive,
That
right?
is not impressive. That's too much.
Did it leak? And I wasn't going over the top. I was going, so there was no question.
I mean, especially if we're going for the horsepower after this.
There she goes. Yeah, didn't crush it.
Pissed.
I talked to Jeff Bruce, and his response was, find the loosest part and start there. I think he enjoys messing with me. Go ahead and set it down. So this is the moment where we begin working on taking apart the four rotor for the first time.
Corner button, something fell.
Yeah. Oh, corner. Little baby corners.
Not bad.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Okay, the second piece for the space.